I would ask you, does this outfit make me look ridiculous? But you've got a bucket on your head. Anyway, hello, welcome everybody. My name is Kavalech. He does have a bucket on his head. Welcome back once again to In-Depth Bloodborne, and let's grab ourselves a deadly chat. I'm going to head back to the Hunter's Dream. I actually had to run out the door yesterday, so well, not run out the door, but I had some stuff to do. So running out the door is not what I had to do, but I had to do some stuff, so I ended up just turning it off, and I should have came back here, to be honest, at the end of the last episode, but here we are nevertheless. This time we are going to fortify our weapon and continue nicely into, oh look at that damage boost though, and continue nicely into the forest, and also find out some more nice things, and we've lots to do, it's going to be fabulous, my friends, fabulous. I guess we'll just stick this on. We don't have any waning ones at the moment, which is a bit of a pain, but oh well. But yes, I hope you're all having a wonderful day and excited because we have some good stuff to learn today. I say to learn, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. Let me just double check. I don't believe there's anything for me to get right now that I need. No. What about down here? What about my... No. There's nothing particularly. Well, I'm going to get... Wow, I actually have a lot more than I thought. We are doing pretty good. Let's get a level up then.
Welcome. What?
Welcome home. I don't want to be too overpowered, but we'll definitely get some... I mean, 25 endurance, and then we'll pick our stat that we're doing and level that up, maybe. Or do we get some? I think we get some arcane. Fuck it, let's start getting some arcane, and we can do some stuff with it. Fuck it. I know this is not.
Farewell,
don't do this.
mate.
Don't. Just so you know, don't do this. This is not how you play Bloodborne. But this is how we're gonna play Bloodborne. So fuck it. Yeah. I don't think we have enough. We still don't have enough to use anything though, because we have 15 for these. But a little bit of arcane will help anyway with our item discovery and stuff anyway. So back to the woods we go. Why am I wearing this outfit? Well, I thought it would look rather smashing on me. One, and two, I just like having different outfits every day. To be honest, as much as I kind of liked the witch outfit for this area, but fuck it. I like to try and have a different outfit on every day. And while we don't have a different armor set on today, it's nice to have... Ooh, that's a good fucking hit in the air, can I just say. It's nice to have a different... Come on, brain, work. A different armor set. Even if we don't have a different... God. Anyway, let's chat to this nice gentleman. Hello, good sir. How are you?
Ah, a new face, are you?
Are you aware you have a bucket on
An
your head?
accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
Do you know what? Why not?
Yes, as a hunter well should. Commit this to heart. Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
Purity.
The night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think, now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League confederates.
I mean, most people say that Alfred is the Sumbro of this game because he talks about co-op and stuff like that, but I think this guy, I mean, he's angry. He's an angry Sombro. But I like this guy being my Sombro.
Now, there is one thing you must know. By the oath of the League, those who bear its rune will see vermin.
Maybe not.
Vermin writhe deep within all filth and are the root of man's impurity. All vermin are to be crushed. The League exists to expunge all vermin, ridding us of any trace of human corruption. And so, until we are rid of all vermin, you must continue to hunt and kill. This bloody fate is ours alone. Do not expect the world to grasp our work. But remember, the Confederates will always have my blessing. And each other. Always.
I mean,
the League
he's angry about it. And he seems to have a lot of hatred for vermin. But, he doesn't seem too bad. A carol rune that transcribes inhuman sounds. This rune, discovered inside the Forbidden Beast Eater, came to symbolize impurity and the oath of the League. Confederates of the League cooperate with hunters from other worlds and hunt to discover vermin. Vermin writhe within filth and are the root of man's impurity. Crush all vermin without hesitation. So he's a very interesting character, and you know, I did this fucking arseways. I should have spoken to him before we went back to the Hunter's Dream there to do our bits, but it doesn't really matter. But more stuff kind of with him got added in the game as it went on, and he's very interesting. But he's our first oath. Boost max HP during co-op plus 2%. I mean, it's kind of useless for us in terms of what it does because we're not doing co-op. But it does mean that we can now get... That's the wrong one. We can now get vermin by killing certain NPCs. You can also get it, obviously, by doing co-op and doing different things or whatever. But it's still doable offline as well. We'll try and do some of the... Come on, brain work. We'll try and do some of the... whatchamacallit? The quests like that. To be honest, they're not really... They're more kind of co-op-y stuff, and we're obviously not doing co-op. We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. Now, so we obviously ran very quickly yesterday, so we didn't... This, by the way, is the item, I believe, is the item that we could see from the... Yeah, because the... There, where that is, would be where the bridge is, because that is where the front of the windmill is. You can't see the bridge from here, but that's just a draw distance thing. But this is the item that you can see from the lamp, which I think is fun. So we're already down in the brown. Now, these guys, fucking snake-headed motherfuckers. As I said at the end of the last episode, what the fuck. So... Beasts, we all kind of associate beasts with werewolves and stuff, but beasts are all manner of different things. So snakes are one of them, I guess. We'll learn more about why people are popping their heads into snakes, but I think it's such a cool fucking visual. They're also, I'm not gonna lie, a nightmare to fight, but you just kill them real quick like that. Should be fine. Ooh, a blood gem. Now, I said there was something important this way. I wasn't lying. Huh! First of all, cool view of like a load of different areas, including down into further into the swamp. But we're more interested in going this way to find this gentleman and to kill him. I should have healed. I should have danced all night. I should have danced. Sorry. But yeah, I love this whole area. It's so cool looking. Delectable. Now, there's multiple important things here, but first things first is we've got to travel across this mechanism. Grab ourselves some poison knives. Interesting item placement. Some people will just think they're there because they're there. There is actually a reason for them being there, and we'll discuss that up here. Oh, nice little rooftop. Hello. Oh, it's back down to the cannon guy. More poison knives. Ah, hello. Oh. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots.
Uh-huh.
And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'll be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer us, thanks.
Huh.
Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own.
So, obviously I just decided to make that decision. Good job, Cal. Obviously I just did that straight up. The first time you play the game, I don't know. I had my suspicions the first time I played. So I never fell for it. Because obviously this whole fucking scene going on. But if you are a kind-hearted soul who is willing to overlook this, unlike me, as I say, because I didn't fall for it at the beginning, in my blind playthrough. But if you are a kind-hearted soul and you send him to the chapel, to the Ridden chapel, he will systematically kill everybody there. Just straight up. He's like the Gloom Knight from Demon Souls, or, you know, Lautrec killing the Firekeeper in Dark Souls 1, or, what's his name, the mage guy in Dark Souls 2, get you to kill people. Like, he is that character that will kill friendly NPCs. I feel this one is a little obvious in terms of, I mean, he is pretty much eating a child when you first meet him. But maybe you're thinking, oh, maybe he's just scavenging bodies, maybe he's a nice guy. But what actually happened to me the first time, now I'm showing what you can do. If you send him to Yosefka's, you can get an easy ending to this quest. The bad ending is obviously sending him to the chapel and then he kills everybody. That's the bad ending. But the ending I got, my blind playthrough, was I went, what the fuck are you doing? You're killing these people. And I attacked him. And I won't spoil it, because we will meet a similar beast in the Chalice dungeons, and we'll talk about it then. But yeah, he indeed transforms into a beast, and will most likely kick your ass. What's very interesting about him is that he actually keeps his wit. He's able to talk as a beast. And we'll discover that most people cannot talk as beasts, so the fact that he can transform at will by the looks of it, and also remains able to speak. The reason I said that the poison daggers are interesting is because poison daggers are actually extremely effective against his boss form. Extremely effective. So your best bet is to kind of kite him to here, and then run down you can't get in here, and just kind of pelt him and let him poison, and then let him die. I'm not going to do that. I know some people are probably going to go...
I can't very well.
Yeah, I can't very well do it on my own. I know some people are probably thinking, what the fuck, Cal? You're just not going to fight him. One, we will have a boss fight with that type of enemy. And two, I want to show people who might not have played the game that you can send him to Yosefka's and still get the same reward without having to fight him as a boss. Because he's not a boss even, he's just a normal enemy. But without having to fight him, because he is a tough battle. Canon. If I do like an epilogue, like I did for Dark Souls 1 in depth, I might show a fight where I fight them normally. Anyway, we just picked up the cannon. A fantastic weapon that we can't use because it's 30 fucking strength. There's no two-handing in this game. Large prototype firearm fashioned by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs. So, Dura and his gang. Use of this weapon is equivalent to toting a mounted cannon into battle, complete with its ridiculous weight, staggering kick, and lavish use of quicksilver bullets. Such a monstrosity was doomed from the start, and indeed its development was cut short. Yet, against impossibly gigantic foes, it might just be the thing. The cannon is rather effective. Let's be honest. You got to build around it, but if you build around it properly, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a very, very good time. Excuse me. And the enemies are gonna have a bad time. A very, very bad time. But yeah, that is the blind. Well, he's not blind, but the beggar man who turns into a beast and eats everybody. That's how I deal with the questline anyway. You don't have to deal with it that way, but that is how I like to deal with it because fucking hell. As I say, his fight is... It's not difficult, but considering everything, it's difficult, you know. Now, the Forbidden Woods, the actual Forbidden Woods. First of all, you can see right down into further section, which I love. You know, I always love that. But this area is pretty easy to get lost in, so let me show you how I like to do it. I don't know if it's the best idea, but that's how I like to do it anyway. We don't need every single item here, but obviously we'll try and pick up as many items as we can and get the most important stuff. This is a roll off the side, but the next one is a jump. Huh! I pressed the wrong button, but I still made it. Woo! So come along here first, because these guys will jump down in random places and ambush you, and that's never fun. This guy is chilling. Oh, fuck, he heard me. How could he hear the giant thing striking like a match? Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fucking really now. Oh! Oh, first of all, that was amazing, because I ended up doing far much more damage than I thought. More twin bloods, which is nice. And we can see now some more snakes. What is the snake motif about? I know I'm being very coy, but we'll talk about the snakes. Good old snakey boys. Oh, let me roll down here to get back down. And just to show this is back up to where we were. Picked up the item there. I personally love this section. I know a lot of people don't. By the way, thrusting attacks are also pretty good against snakes. So, if you're not like me and you're showing off the Tenitras, in fact, I'll switch between the two because they're both really good. Now, the shining coins are actually for this area. Let's be honest. This is what the shining coins are for, because you can use them to mark like an intersection. So let's say, okay, I've been down this way now. I'm gonna pop a shining coin. That is my problem with the shining coins. They're just not bright enough, in my opinion. You know. Hello. Spoilers for sneaky little blobby enemies down there. But yeah, also note the gravestones and just how fucking massive they are. So, I don't know if any of you have been to Edinburgh, or if you're from Edinburgh. If you are from Edinburgh, first of all, hello, hi, shout out to you, you awesome. But if you have been to Edinburgh, you will know the Greyfriars Bobby story. That is the story of the little doggo guy in the graveyard. I'm not talking about the dog here. I don't know why I mentioned the dog. I don't need to talk about the dog. I want to talk about the graveyard, because to me, this area is very kind of similar to Edinburgh in that this whole forest has become a graveyard, basically, and it's overflowing. I mean, Yharnam itself is overflowing, which again, very kind of Edinburgh. The whole thing was that the graveyard was literally like fucking fit to bursting because there was so many fucking bodies, like, you know, at one point. And to me, I always got that vibe. Like, so many people say, oh, Yharnam is London. And yeah, there is a lot of London there. It's very kind of British coded. But I see a lot of Edinburgh in Yharnam as well. In the architecture, in the abundance of incredible Gothic architecture and graves and stuff like that. And again, we can see out onto the lake here. They love their water in this game. But yeah, it's to me fascinating that most people ended up associating with London. And yeah, it does kind of give the whole London werewolf thing, and, you know, what's the fucking guy's name? The fucking... you know, all the fucking Whitechapel murders and fucking all that good stuff. And yeah, I agree with that, but I think some people are neglecting good old Edinburgh, and I do think there's some of that in there as well. Yeah. Showing that, by the way, the Rifle Spear is seriously fantastic for this area. It's really, really good for killing the snakes. If you're struggling with this area whatsoever, and you haven't tried this weapon, you can see you're missing out. You know. Now, we've got some interesting ways to go here. So, to me, this... Well, no, first of all, let me go back up a little bit, because there is some guys back up here. You can kill these guys before they spawn anything. I never do. I fucking missed. Alright, I fucking missed again, okay? But this is the problem with this fucking weapon. That's why sometimes it is better to use something else. To be honest, it's just good to have options. I think sometimes people neglect the fact that having options is a good fucking idea in life, but definitely in video games. So, to me, there's the main strip that branches off into all these little sections. There's lots of twin shards. I'm doing this kind of haphazardly, I won't lie. But there's lots of offshoots. But the main section I think of, keep note on, not this section, it's a little bit up further I think. But the main section to me that I think is your main anchor point within the forest is down here. We get this section here, where you get the fire on the left and a way up on the right and everything. And I think everywhere you need to go, first of all, look at the design, it's so fucking cool. Everywhere you need to go within the forest can be anchored around this section. And if you always bring yourself back to here, you're going to be able to shoot off into different directions and make sure you got everything. Maybe that's just me, but I think it works out that way anyway. Okay, if you don't miss, you can really fuck people up with the with this. Well, they allow you to upgrade at least 2 or 3 weapons, really, by the time you get to here. Because keeping in mind, we are not getting chunks yet, so we cannot upgrade a weapon past +6. So realistically, we could choose another weapon, which obviously I will be showing off other weapons at some point, but we could choose another weapon at this stage to have a look at, because the game is very generous with its upgrades, even without farming, to be completely honest, which is nice. Now these guys, best way to deal with these, get around behind them, because once behind them there's not really much they can do. Get around behind them and then just stay behind them, and then as you can see, 2 hits, fucking nothing they can do. Ooh, a murky blood gemstone, very nice. But yes, lucky for you, that's what I like. Clear, deep sea. Note the slug-ish kind of motif on the back of this gravestone, where we find the clear, deep sea. And this person looks like they're almost prostrating themselves towards it. Praying towards it, maybe? Does it remind them of something? I don't know. Clear deep sea. Slow poison resistance plus 100. Pretty good. A Carol rune that subscribes an inhuman sound. The transcription of the Great One's inhuman voice depicts down-reaching currents. This rune means deep sea and grants augmented slow poison resistance. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark, guarding sleep and an augur of the eldritch truth. Overcome this hindrance, and seek what is yours. So, again, we're getting that eldritch motif. But water is used very effectively in this game, and we'll see that more as we get to certain areas. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But yeah. Again, anybody who's even slightly glanced at a H.P. Lovecraft novel will be, all of their alarm bells will be going off by now. But we still haven't really, like, we're hearing about these eldritch truths and gods, and we're kind of thinking, what the fuck is this game? Look, where is this going at this point? But we are heading down towards Byrgenwerth at this point, which is our next stop. And when we get to Byrgenwerth, that's when things kind of really start kicking things open. So as you can see, look, again, bring yourself around towards the fire, and you know where you are. You can bring yourself down this side to get around the back of people. Fucking missed. I missed! Oh, having that long reach, just fantastic. Just spectacular. And I love it. I say the fire, it's a horse. It's a horse, of course. But yeah, this is going to be useful a little bit later on. But for now, we'll just go this way. More twin blood shards. Like, how many have we gotten now? We've 17 of them now. Ow! I walked straight into all of that. I deserved all of that damage because I just walked straight into every single one of those hits. That was just horrendous on so many levels. Another thing to note here is to just constantly hit your button. Hit your button. Constantly hit the little button, the little lock-on button, and it will tell you if there's enemies nearby. Woo! Like this guy. Which, by the way, coincidentally, not with a fucking thing, you can indeed, not their snake attacks, but you can indeed parry their normal swings. So if you get them to do a normal swing, or not, you can parry them. To be honest, it's not worth it. I would just hit them normally. Now, these guys down here, first of all, throw some Molotov cocktails. Loosen them up a little bit. You can even kill them like this if you want to. I just think it's a good idea to even kill one of them. Because there is two. But yeah, loosen them up. And then when you feel confident, just drop down. Fuck. Yeah. Be careful. Please be careful. But yeah, that's the easiest way to do that. Deep Sea. Oh my. Another one. This one being Frenzy Resistance plus 200. Am I being attacked by anybody? No, I think we're all good. Most of these are pretty similar. Yeah. Note, by the way, that this one says lake. This one says inhuman voices rippled like a watery reflection, whereas these ones say depict down-reaching currents. And they look very similar as well. So deep sea and clear deep sea. Just a small little thing. But it shows the difference between them there. More. I told you, there's so much more, like just all the twin shards in the world. They couldn't hammer home any more that A, you need to have an upgraded weapon here, and B, I personally think this game is definitely built for and trying to egg you towards build variety and trying different weapons and trying different things, because if you just have the one weapon at this point, you'll be fine. And to be honest, it's how I play 99% of the time. This was not how to do this, by the way. But I think it's you're limiting yourself, and the game is screaming at you saying, "Hey, you know, you can upgrade more than one weapon. We're going to give you a shit ton of items to upgrade 1 and 2 to thingy." Now, this is a way to drop down here. I would suggest. Very nice. just going to do that. We're going to do this. Ah, very nice. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to play around and to try different weapons and try different things. And oh my, hello, and hello. And I would love to know, like, what does it say? We'll never know. And also, doesn't that, it kind of looks like a brain here at the top? We'll never know, but it's cool. Now this is one of the most important ones we can get. Plus 5%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. A twisted cross means metamorphosis. Rotated clockwise, this rune boosts HP. The discovery of blood made their dream of evolution a reality. Metamorphosis and the excess and deviation that followed were only the beginning. So that's something we mentioned when we were talking about things yesterday, I believe. I don't think I said it today. Maybe I did. At this stage, it's all blurring together. A bit like Bloodborne. Yeah, we discussed the idea that the original intent behind the church and everything was pure. Younger Madaris twin. Oh my. We'll learn more about them later as well. But yeah, we discussed the idea that Lawrence never intended the Beasthood Scourge, and, you know, when they first discovered all these things, it was never the intent, and they very much thought that they were healing and that they were doing good, and they were. I think, anyway, at the beginning it was healing people, but then people started getting ashen blood, and then people started fucking dying, and then people, like, it just fucking went from there, like, you know. But right back at the start, before metamorphosis and the deviation, things were good. Things were good. We can hear Piggy. We will come back to the Piggy, but for now we hear the Piggy. So you can see where we kind of are now in terms of, I believe there's an item up here. Yeah, thought there was. This is one of them items, by the way, that leads you up here so that you can see the big snake and then go, what the fuck? And then maybe see over there and go, oh, hold on, and then go and explore. It's a weird one, the forest, because they do lead you around a lot and they show you a lot of the items, but then they also don't. It's also very open and very kind of easy to get lost and easy to miss half of the shit. So, I don't know. I like the forest, but I can see why people don't like the forest. We can see from here there is an item up above. We cannot currently get to the item up above. Well, we can actually get to one of them, but I'm going to show you how to get to the item up above by coming this way. By coming around this way, back up to fire. Remember I said fire is our friend. Well, not our friend, but our helper. Helper. Make that jump. And this will bring us up here to grab the item you can see from up above. The Graveguard Mask. And this item is the Graveguard set. Ha ha! Sorry, I had to cut out a sneeze there again. Mask of Doris, Graveguard of the Forbidden Woods. His pale countenance mimics the Labyrinth Watchers. Willem kept two loyal servants back at Bergenworth. When they were sent into the Labyrinth, they encountered the Eldritch Truth and went mad. One became the password gatekeeper, while Doris became a Graveguard for the forest. Both remained loyal, even in madness. Countless bloodied rituals tools hangs from its back. Both remained loyal, even in madness. I think the rest say the same. Yeah. So what's very interesting is that there is some good lore there. So now we know that the guy up above who says the password was one of Willem's closest friends who went down into the catacombs below and encountered the Eldritch Truth. And was he protecting Bergenworth, or was he protecting people from going mad by seeing, you know, the shit that was happening here? You know, I always found that slightly interesting hypothesis there. You know, now we are actually going to go back, and I'm going to show the other way we can go here. So you can go multiple ways here. We can go down that way, We can continue down this way. This is where we jump down from the snakes up above. But we're actually going to go back again and jump down, this time to a completely secret area after we kill this guy, because he decided to come and try and fuck us up, so fuck him. So now he deserves it. And he's going to summon, and he's going to fucking try and fuck us up even more, so fuck him, he deserves it. Bastard. Very nice. But yeah, so it's interesting, and it's interesting that he's dead protecting the forest, and so is the other guy. So the two of them, neither of them made it. Now we're going to jump down this way. We're going to jump down there, but we're going to have a little look and see. We can see some blobby guys here, and we can see a blobby guy here. This is the blobby guy we want to kill. Get a tempering blood gem. We're going to do extra damage because we're using Bolt, which is always nice. Madman's Knowledge, also always nice. Madman's Knowledge, but there is a reason to come down this way that is more important than any of this. But interesting to note that these are here, because obviously these are rather important. Also, when you see these ones, these are the evolved ones, and these guys, they will fuck you up, so kill them immediately. Ooh, an arcane blood gem. But that is our main prize there. Anti-clockwise metamorphosis. So remember, clockwise gives you health, anti-clockwise 10% stamina. That's not insignificant, that's really big. Also, very interesting to note, rotate anti-clockwise, yeah, all the exact same, except on the excess, metamorphosis and the excess and the deviation that followed was only the beginning. We're only the beginning. That is an interesting, weird error in terms of translation. Which one would be correct? Metamorphosis and the excess... Metamorphosis and the excess and the deviation that followed were only the beginning, was only the beginning. Where sounds better, but also and the isn't needed. No, not and the and. So it should be metamorphosis, the excess and deviation that followed were only the beginning. Not and the excess and deviation that followed. And also it's where, not was. That's fascinating. There you go, little fucking foible there. I mean, look, there's 1,000,001 different fucking things in this game. They're gonna fuck up at some point, but it's just interesting to me that slipped through. How did that slip through the cracks? How? Doesn't really matter. Makes no difference, but it's just funny. But yeah, both the clockwise and anti-clockwise metamorphosis runes, to me, are some of the best runes in the game. Hands down. Absolutely hands down. If you think I'm wrong, well, you're probably right. But, yeah. Now, we're down here. We want to go this way first to get ourselves a little shortcut. I can hear Al Piggy stomping around, but we don't need to worry about the pig just yet. Hello. Don't know why I shot you. Rather unnecessary of me. It really was. More blood gems. We are getting very lucky with the blood gems. I think it's because we upgraded arcane a little bit, so we're getting more in terms of that. Now this, I'm just going to show where this is, just so you can see. This is, in fact, the first shortcut that I told you about in this area. So the back to the lamp is that way, and over the hill. Over the hill and away far off. The wind will blow my top knot off. But yeah, the forest area itself, I mean, you can see it's not actually that long. Like, we're being very thorough here. But it's not taking that long. Like, we could have been much faster, one, and two, if you skip all the sections. Bloodborne itself, it's weird. It's technically not really a very big game. Like, it is, but it isn't. We can also see from here, this is going to lead back up to the fallen tree here. This is where we picked up the set. the whatchamacallit set, the thingies, Willem's friends, their set. Oh, gotta fully charge it to kill them. But this is then back up to here. So, like, when a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like the forest. It's too big. It's too blah. It's too this, too that," it's actually most roads lead to. This is a quick way down if you want to go fight straight to the boss, but we're not going to do that. Most roads converge. It's just if you want to pick up the extra items. It's really a straightforward enough area, to be honest. I always manage to hit them, but then still get them to spawn everything. Oh, baby, the quadruple though! Holy fuck, that was sexy. Yeah, but I don't know. I personally like the forest. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I personally like it. We are pretty much golden then to fucking go in and fuck these guys up then. Just show it away. This is back to here. Bam. That's that. That's where the shortcut is. Yeah, fuck it. You're getting a boss fight today. I didn't think we would, but yeah, you're getting a boss fight today. You can avoid fighting the pig. You don't have to fight the pig, but we are obviously just gonna fuck up the pig. How I got that, I don't know, but I did somehow. And somehow didn't get the visceral. But yeah, that was pretty fucking sick nasty. We want to come up and around this way, and then under the tree. Under the tree at Spar. 441. 460. Interesting. 576. Okay, so these guys weak to either blunt or bolt. Interesting to note. Dissipating lake. Some more water stuff. This one is for bolt damage reduction. A lot of runes, but unfortunately runes that are of the same type. So they're all about water, so we don't really get any new lore from them. You know. That's it. That's just how it goes. This pig you can easily kill with the fire there, or just come around. Give me the old. I could have to show the hand. Well, you can sort of see it there. Again, it's a tough one to try and show the hand that I was talking about in the other episode. When it comes to viscerals, like you'd have to slow down the footage and everything, and knowing me, I'd end up fucking breaking the things. So you can use your eyeballs. You can see. You can see. I believe in you. I believe in you. Note that there is two people you can summon here. You can summon Henrik, which obviously was our dear, well, not our dear friend, but Father Gascoigne's dear friend. And then this is a shortcut back to where we picked up the clockwise metamorphosis. Everything works out nicely. It's lovely, I have to say. Which is better here, bolt or thrust? I don't know, probably neither, but oh well. If you watch my playthrough, we did. We just, well, not discovered, but we did a lovely thing where you can glitch these guys and get an easy kill. A very easy kill, which is quite funny. And it's very easy to do, because if I can do it, it's very easy to do. But anyway, let us use a bit of this, and go and fight the Shadows of Yharnam. Some people hate this boss, some people love it, some people think they just look like Nazguls, some people think many things. I just got a visceral. Ha ha ha, fuck you. Oh god, fuck me. He was like, fuck me? Yeah, how about fucking you? Oh! Ow. The armor I'm wearing is probably not the best for trying to get viscerals. Not viscerals, beast hook, but it doesn't matter. Let's find out the difference actually between this and this. Is this any good to get these guys? Let's find out. Let's find out together, shall we? Oh! That was good. Not what I intended. Oh, fuck. Okay, see, that's where this weapon does slightly fall down. If they start avoiding you, you're not fucked, but you're pretty fucked. Also, putting on a fucking clinic today. You wanna kill this guy? If you get to this low, just kill one of them. Or don't. Or just get fucking hit by every single one of their attacks. That's perfectly fine too. Oh, baby! What is happening today? Look at me go! Ow. Say that. Then I got fucked up. You can also sometimes loot their AI, but we're alright, we don't need to. Yeah, we're pretty fucking golden here. Look, like, get the fuck out of here, you sons of fucking bitches. That was amazing. And that is how you do the Shadows of Yharnam extraordinarily easily, apparently. I love that. That was really fucking nice. That was really nice. What a fun fight. Blood Rapture. A carol rune transcribes in human sounds. I mean, they all say that. Anyway, Blood Rapture is the raw euphoria of the warmth of blood. Restores HP with visceral attacks, one of the darker hunter techniques. So we have that dark hunter technique from the beginning of the game, the visceral attack. This rune resonates with servants of the Queen, carrier of the Child of Blood, who yearn for their Queen's blood with little hope of requitement. From them, they find solace in Blood Rapture that serves as surrogate for their desires. So, Queen of Blood. Very interesting character there. Who is the Queen of Blood? You would automatically think the Queen of the Vile Bloods, because Vile Blood, the Queen of the Bloods. But, yes and no. I think it's purposely ambiguous. Because if you think about it, it would have said Queen of the Vile Bloods, 1, and 2, Queen Carrier of the Child of Blood. And we know that, well, we don't know yet, but we'll come to know, she's not pregnant, the Queen of the Vile Bloods. So, Does it kind of say potential carrier? Hold on. Yeah, no, servants of the Queen, carrier of the Child of Blood, who yearns for their Queen's blood for a little help requirement. That doesn't say because she fucking could carry a baby. That says that she is carrying a Child of Blood. So, some people think it's the Thumerian Queen. We will see them again later on in the game, very close to where we see her, so... Is it the Queen Yharnam?
Welcome. What is... Hunters have told about...
Yeah. I said we would talk about this, by the way, and we actually ended up not talking about it. We do need to talk about it. It's tough to talk about right now because we haven't really gotten much more in the way of things about this, but it is such an interesting dialogue piece there.
But
about the church, about their gods and their love is an interesting point already. But about the church, their gods and their love... Do gods love their creations? Is a fascinating fucking line for many reasons, but also because, again, H.P. Lovecraft and stuff like that, it a lot of the time talks about gods and how they're just kind of there and they don't really care about us either way. And we put a lot of the weight in being like, oh, they love us and they created and everything and they're just this and that and whatever. And what if the gods are just ambivalent? What if they just really don't give a shit? Like, they're these all-powerful beings that don't really give a fuck about us in any way, shape, or form. And to be honest, it seems to be that way in this world. The only god we know that seems to be actively doing anything. Now, we'll talk about moon presence, fucking flora, or whatever the fuck, later on when we learn more. But at the moment, the only one we kind of know that's doing anything is this formless Ridden that seems to have followers, and also... seems to, you know, human or no, well, no, his inadvertent worshippers. But even that, inadvertent, so they're not, he's not actively doing anything. Like, it's an interesting one. Do the gods give a shit? Doesn't really seem like it. Physical damage reduction can go, instead we'll go with this. But, I mean, look at that. So you think 5% is not much, but that's, at the moment, it's 55 health. And you, again, you're going to say, that's not a lot, Cal. 55 health, if, well, first of all, is usually more if we didn't have, how much have we got? 30 bit. But 55 health can be the difference between you being one-tapped by something or surviving. And then this one, I mean, look at that. That is straight up 11 fucking... That's brilliant. Like, we love that. Yes, yes, queen. Like, you know. And we may as well get more health. And if we do that, we'll see. Like, that's enough for me to... I've survived on less than that. Let's be honest. You know. So, it's pretty, pretty fucking sexy, I think. You know. Now, we haven't gotten any chunks. We could upgrade our gun. I don't know if I'm going to use the gun much, so I won't for the moment, but we could upgrade the gun. I don't believe there's any new things that we got that will be any good for us, but always good to have a look. Actually, let's have a look and see that any of these that we got, are they good? Yeah, like, fuck, we got some good things. Fuck, we got some really good things. These will change to arcane. These is just straight up better. This is just straight up better. So, some good blood gems. Some very nice blood gems. I don't believe there's anything new here. No. I don't believe he's here either. At least he shouldn't be, because we haven't killed Rom. Well, he could be, but he's not here yet, because we haven't killed Roms, darling. Rom, darling. Roms. We haven't killed Roms. And you, I don't believe, should have anything new either. Either. Oh, we can buy the cannon now, which is good. But yeah, that's pretty all aight for me. Let me buy not 100 and fucking some of them. Let me leave you for now.
Welcome. What?
Welcome home,
Very
good
well.
hunter. I think I'm gonna need some blood tinge as well. Let's get 10 for the moment, because I might need it, because I might want to use the Chicago or something. So, anyway, let us go back to the first floor sick room. Why are you going there, Cal? Well, you'll see. We still got what have we got? We still got 8 minutes left, so we got some time, my friends. We got some time. Because we have sent somebody to Yosefka's. Indeed, we have. Indeed, we have.
Oh, hello. You're alive. Good. I've received another patient. This time, I'll be trying old blood. I've achieved much, and I owe it all to you. Take this as thanks.
Oh my.
Doesn't it make
Oh,
you
fuck.
feel warm inside?
Didn't mean to skip that.
If you find any, I'm depending on you.
But anyway, you can tell.
I'm
She's seeming a bit fucking creepy. But yeah, if you do send people to her, you can indeed get things. And that proves my point, by the way, blue elixirs. That proves my point, by the way, that blue elixirs are definitely being used to numb people so that you can experiment on them. And it's just that hunters seem to be able to resist whether or not that's a good thing or not. That's entirely up to you. But yeah, things seem to be a little bit, what's the word? A bit fucked. Ow, ow, ow. Don't, oh, fuck off. Oh, for God's sake, really? Don't kill me, don't kill me. You killed me, you son of a fuck. Oh my God. Fuck's sake. Why is it every time I try and do something, something stupid fucking kills me? Oh, it's never anything important kills me. It's always something fucking stupid kills me. Anyway, let's go get our fucking shit back. Oh, really? No, that's far too much. But yeah, Yosefka, well, imposter Yosefka, confirmed to be an absolute fucking menace to society. I fucking missed! I did the exact same thing twice. Can we stop this? Stop this fucking madness. Stop this fucking madness. Oh my god, stop it. Do this, just fucking do this. Fuck off. Get out of my life. Forever. Ooh, a Shaman Bone Blade. That's a rare drop for them, to be honest, so nice that we got that. Get out of my life forever. Oh. Die, please. No, we can get this dialogue. We are not going to interrupt the proceedings if we want to finish our quest line. We will get another piece of dialogue and also show what happens when you send somebody here. I believe he's in the other room, but I'll just check just in case. Yeah, he's not in here. Interesting. So she obviously, when she hears you coming up that stairs and hears them crows, she might have them crows there as an alarm system. She's like, even if somebody kills them, I'll be able to run into the other room. Hello, you're new. So that is the exact same thing you would have gotten if you, whatchamacallit, if you fought him and killed him. Yeah, Beast is one of the early Carol runes as well as the one deemed forbidden. The discovery of blood entailed the discovery of undesirable beasts. So, potentially one of the earliest beasts, that man. So now we can have a little look down here. Again, we're not going to break the quest line, but we will have a little look nevertheless.
Ah, moonlit scents. How did you worm your way in here? Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone? Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving. But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
So, like I said, we don't want to fuck with things, so we're not going to do that, but interesting dialogue there, and also, as I say, I'm pretty sure if you go in there without having sent anybody to her, she will just be hostile, so just be aware of that. Don't go into that room unless you've sent at least one person, or just don't go in there at all if you don't want to fuck up the quest line. I think you can open that door, and it doesn't matter, but again, just to be sure we don't mess anything up, I'm just going to Homeward Bone, fuck's sake, Cal. I'm just going to 100 mark out of there, and yeah. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Next episode, we will have some things to do. I know. Wonderful. And, yeah, we will go from there. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. My name is Kavalech. Hope you grabbed yourself a deadly chat. But for now, yeah, there's going to be lots more in-depth Bloodborne to come. I'm trying to think to myself what way I want to do things, because I would like to show off another weapon, but it's not particularly anything I want to show off just yet. We could dip our toe into the DLC, we could dip our toe into Canehurst at this stage, we could dip our toe... There's a couple of different things we could do now. But that's for me to figure out, and for you to see what happens. So, thank you all so much for watching. You've been absolutely fantastically amazing. I will see you all next time, but for now... Enjoy yourselves, have a good day. Hope you're having a wonderful one, whatever you might be doing. Get yourself something nice. Treat yourself. Yeah, I'll chat to you all very soon. Bye.